Hello and welcome to another video. This is something new for my channel and I'm really excited. So the lovely guys over at Hotkey have put together a booktube tour which I haven't seen done before, but I'm very excited. So this is for the paperback of Where the Argosi by Sebastien de Castell and the hardback of Fall of the Argosi by Sebastien de Castell. So I'm very excited for this. I love the Spellslinger series. I've only read the first 5 out of 6 books. I still need to read Crownbreaker. I keep putting it off because it's the final book in a series and I keep putting it off. So instead of finishing the series, I'm going to start the prequel series because this is me and I'm nothing if not chaotic. So I am unsure yet if I will get to Fall of the Argosi because I don't know if I will have time, but I am very much looking forward to reading this after at some point. But I did want to mention that obviously on the 14th of October, both the paperback of Where the Argosi and the hardback of Fall of the Argosi are being published. So make sure you go and get your hands on these. Very excited. If you love Sebastien de Castell's writing, then I have no doubt whatsoever that I'm absolutely going to love this series. I think it is a duology, but I am going to be starting Where the Argosi tonight and I'm very excited. Also, can we just appreciate that the paperback is floppy? That's beautiful. So this is only just over 350 pages, so I'm hoping this will be a fairly quick read. So you never know, I might fit this one in too, but we'll see. I will keep you updated. I'm going to do this as sort of like a vlog style review, and then at the end I'll give you my final rating and my final thoughts. This will be non-spoilery. I will make sure I keep it spoiler free, but I'm very excited to one, dive into this finally, and two, have the opportunity to be on this tour. So the other people that are taking part in this booktube tour, I will leave all their links in the description box below. So on Monday we had Vish, who you can find over at Books with V. Tuesday we had Steph over at Steph Loves. Wednesday we had Michael over at The Average Reader. Thursday, today, you have moi. Friday you have Ro over at Wandering Through Worlds. Saturday you will have Jade doing a special live Q&A with Sebastien de Castell himself, which I am so excited. The last Q&A that Jade did with Sebastien de Castell was so fun to watch. It was amazing and I'm so excited for her that she is doing it again. And then wrapping up the tour on Sunday, it will be Aaron over at Booked and Busy. Like I said, all their links will be in the description box below, so please do go check them out and check out their reviews. But without further ado, I'm going to dive into this book and I will give you my first thoughts very soon. So I have been reading for a little while now and I am 116 pages in, so about a third I'd say, and I'm really enjoying this. I am loving that we're getting like Farius's childhood. Like obviously before going into this I knew that we would get sort of like Farius's background, but I didn't know it would go as in-depth to her actual childhood. I thought we would get a glimpse of her childhood and then see her before she meets Kellen in the Spellslinger series, but so far this is like her childhood, like actual child. I think she's 13 at this point, so I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving how like tough she's getting. Like if you've read the Spellslinger series, then you know what sort of person Farius is as an adult, and it's interesting to see what makes her that sort of person. and we are getting an insight into that. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. However, I am really tired, so I am gonna pick this back up again tomorrow and give myself a break for the rest of the night and try and actually sleep. So far, really loving this. So it has been a couple of days. I didn't actually read yesterday, but I am happy to announce I have finished Way of the Argosi today. Absolutely loved this. This, put it through core pile, come out as a 5-star. Are we shocked? Probably not. I really enjoyed reading this. So we followed Farius, basically starting out life not very great, and then meeting Darrell, who is an Argosi, and him trying to teach her the way of the Argosi. And it was just a fun ride. Lots happened, lots more than I actually expected to happen. What with this being a prequel, it was really interesting to see Farius learning to be an Argosi, especially if you're like me and have read the Spellslinger series. Like, whilst I still do need to read the final book in the Spellslinger series, I have read the first 5 books in that series. So I know Farius pretty well from those times. So it was interesting to see her as a teenager and learning how to be an Argosi and being able to compare sort of where she is in this to where she is by the time we see her in the Spellslinger books. And it was just really interesting seeing her relationship with Darrell grow, and the ending had me shed a little tear, not gonna lie. But this was just such a good prequel, and I'm really excited to read Fall of the Argosi, which I am going to say I am not going to have enough time to fit this in this month, unfortunately, but I really want to read this soon, so I am going to try and prioritise this and make sure I read it in either November or December, because I am invested in finding out what else Farius goes through before she meets Kellen in Spellslinger. So, as I said, this got 5 stars. I don't usually go through my individual core pile ratings. Core pile is obviously the rating system I use, which was created by G over at Book Roast. But I thought, since as I am doing a dedicated review of this book, I would just go through and just maybe talk a little bit about each of the different categories. So, in core pile, this got a total of 9.14, which obviously falls under the 5-star category. So, characters, of course, got 10. I don't think I've ever given a Spellslinger book less than 10 for characters, because it's just, the characters are perfect. They're sassy and they're funny. Even when they're not trying to be funny, they're funny. And I just absolutely adore them. And then for atmosphere, it did get an 8. I feel like possibly because this is a prequel and I do sort of know where Farius is in her future and that she does have a future, the atmosphere just didn't hit as well as it would if I'd never read the Spellslinger books. But it was still pretty high at an 8. Like, there was still the atmosphere, especially at the end where I was like, how the hell is she going to get out of this? But it's Farius, so of course she was going to get out of it. And then writing, of course, got a 10. I can never find any fault with Sebastien de Castell's writing, because it's just so good and it always makes me laugh. It makes me feel many different things, but usually laughter. For this anyway, and the Spellslinger series. And then for plot, again, this got an 8. I think because it is just basically learning about her life, even though there is a plot, it's not, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like as big a plot as if it's like a main series like in Spellslinger. However, again, like with atmosphere, plot still got an 8, which is still a pretty high number. And I really enjoyed the plot and finding out Farius's past. And then we move on to Intrigue, and to be honest, Intrigue was a 9 for me, because Farius is one of my favourite characters. I mean, my favourite character in the Spellslinger series is Rikus, the squirrel cat. But Farius is my second favourite character. So getting a whole book about Farius was what I wanted. When I found out about this, I was so happy, what with her being one of my favourite characters. And yeah, I was really intrigued to see how she got to that point in her life, and this definitely delivered. And obviously even more so in Fall of the Argosi, I'm guessing, which I, again, cannot wait to read, because I think that is just gonna link it up into Spellslinger very nicely. I could be wrong, but that is my theory. I think it's going to link into Spellslinger very nicely. And then for logic, this got a 9. I mean, to be fair, knowing the Spellslinger world, everything seems to make sense. Like, you know, everything makes sense. There's not really else I can say about logic other than it makes sense based on, like, you know, not only what I know from the Spellslinger series, but also from what is like explained throughout this about the Jantep and everything. It makes sense. So logic was very high for this. And then enjoyment. Again, like with characters and writing, I don't think any of Sebastien de Castell's books that I've read so far have ever got less than a 10 for enjoyment. I enjoy every moment of these books. They just, like I said, make me feel things, both good and bad. They make me cry, they make me laugh, mostly laugh, and they make me just want to keep reading. And that's proved by the fact that I read like 2/3 of this book in an afternoon. I just didn't want to put it down. I absolutely loved this book, and I am so happy I finally read this. And like I said, cannot wait to get to Fall of the Argosi. I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to fit this on my TBR for this month, but it is what it is, and I'm just really looking forward to reading it. Also, I love the covers for these. Like, let's just appreciate those covers. I love Furious. But I am going to wrap that up now. I would like to say again a huge thank you to Hotkey Books for asking me to be a part of this tour. This has been so much fun doing a dedicated vlog for this, and I hope I do more of these in the future because it was fun. And I would just like to say, in the description box below, you can find the links to all the other people that will be taking part in this tour. So Monday, Vish posted, Tuesday, Steph posted, Wednesday, Michael posted. Today is obviously me, so I will not be included in that link because you are here if you are watching this now. Tomorrow will be Ro. Saturday is a live Q&A that Jade is doing with Sebastien de Castell himself, which is going to be so much fun. And then on Sunday, the tour will be wrapping up with a post from Aaron. So make sure you check out all those lovely people. They are all amazing creators. And again, once again, I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you so much, Hotkey, for asking me to be a part of this. But that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this non-spoilery vlog, and I hope that you enjoy the book if you do read it. And also make sure you check out the actual Spellslinger series as well, because amazing. Both the paperback for Where the Argosi and the hardback for Fall of the Argosi both come out today, as in the day you're seeing this. If you're watching it the day it goes up, they both come out on the 14th of October, so make sure you go pick them up. And I hope you love them. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.